You guys are probably all very familiar with fruits like this. You probably have them in your home. Grapes, peaches, bananas, pineapple, and occasionally you might even go out of your way to get a mango. But what about fruits like these?
Today, we are trying 6 exotic fruits that you've probably never had before. This includes the Rambutane, the Pepino Melon, the dragon fruit,
the Cherimoya, the Kiwano, and the passion fruit. We're going to be telling you a little bit about each of these fruits. We're going to taste them and tell you what we think.
And of course, we'll be letting you guys know which one tastes the best. We are starting off with a Kiwano, which is this very strange yellow spiky fruit. And you guys don't know what this looks like inside yet, but we've got a picture pulled up on our laptop, and it looks pretty weird.
And this fruit comes from Central and Southern Africa. You can tell it's ripe because it's supposed to be orange all over, including the tips, the spikes that are on here. I don't know if you can see those, but it's pretty spiky all over. And those spikes are also supposed to be orange. This one isn't quite orange up to the tip, but we're gonna see that if it's ripe when we cut it open. Let's check it out.
Alright, and some interesting facts about this, if you don't know about the Kiwano, which you probably don't. And, oh, look at that inside.
That does look kind of crazy. Look at that.
So, this thing, you can actually eat the skin of it, but most people choose not to. Probably doesn't taste very good, but it is edible, you know, if you're feeling adventurous. Most people just spoon the pulp out of the skin and then eat it from there, and you can eat this cooked or fresh.
So let's just put some on a plate here. There you go.
Why, thank you. And this is supposed to be pretty sweet, right?
Yep. All of the fruits that we're doing, except for one, which is the melon, is supposed to be pretty sweet. So what does it smell like?
It smells like a kiwi mixed with a green smoothie.
If you read online what this thing smells like, it says that it's slightly sweet, and it's kind of similar to a cucumber.
You know what? That smells exactly like the green smoothies that we make.
It does.
With like kale and stuff.
All right, well, let's see what it tastes like.
I guess let's spoon this up and get a taste. Whoa.
To me, it tastes like it's probably not quite ripe.
A little sour.
A little sour.
And it's very, very gelatin-like.
Except for the seeds, which are, you know, kind of hard. And I can definitely taste the cucumber flavor in there. Can you taste the cucumber?
Yeah, it's like a sweet cucumber. I can't say it's my favorite thing, but
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, well, before we move on to the next fruit, I think we're going to give it a rating, right?
Let's rate this, yeah.
Rate it out of 10?
Yep.
Okay. I think I know what I'm going to give it.
So do I. And I'm rating this compared to an average fruit that I would eat.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
Sure.
Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
5. 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not very good. It really doesn't taste the best, but it's also not bad, so I just put it right in the middle out of 5.
Yeah, the reason I gave it a lower score is because it tastes, to me, a little bit more like a cucumber than it does a fruit. And when I'm eating a fruit, I want it to be more sweet. So, but you're right, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
All right. Next, we are going to move on to the Cherimoya, which I'm pretty excited for. So here we've got our Cherimoya. This is actually the most expensive fruit out of all of them. This one was almost $10 for just one Cherimoya. So this thing originates from Central America, and it grows in tropical areas. And an interesting fact about this is that you cannot eat the seeds that are inside. They're toxic. Let's see what it looks like inside. It looks like it's pretty hard to cut.
This thing is, pretty difficult to cut. There we go. Another thing about this, it said that Mark Twain commented on this and said that it is like eating deliciousness itself.
Wow.
So,
okay.
You want to grab that and smell it? I would say it's
way different than the other one.
It does not smell like it's ripe.
It doesn't smell like a fruit.
That's the challenge with these sometimes, and I guess especially with exotic fruits that we're not familiar with, is knowing when they're ripe. And I went online and found out like how to tell if each of these are ripe. And even after doing that and trying to follow the instructions, I think it's just still not right.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll be able to at least get a taste of what it would be like.
It says to tell if it's ripe, it should first of all not have a bright green skin, which it doesn't. It's kind of dull. And it should also be kind of squishy, like if you were testing a mango or an avocado. And it is a little bit squishy, but
I already got a little bite. I think it's not ripe, which is the reason it doesn't taste super good.
I'm trying to tell what that is kind of similar to.
I can't tell.
It's pretty fragrant, almost. But I would say the smell is not a good smell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like it.
Really? It smells almost like soap to me.
I see why you'd say that.
Or chlorine or something like that. I don't know.
It doesn't smell like chlorine to me. I think I don't like this one as much as the other one.
It's not as sweet as
it's
the
not
other
as
one
sweet,
is.
but also I don't know. Based on the description of if it is ripe, it's not bright green and it's a little bit squishy. So
It seems like it should be
seems like
ripe,
it should be ripe. So maybe this is how it should be. It's pretty hard on the inside.
But this does not taste like deliciousness itself.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
And another description is that it tastes like bubblegum, and it doesn't. So I'm pretty sure it's just
does not
ripe.
Maybe not.
The texture is almost like eating coconut, kind of. I don't know if you kind of have the same opinion.
I might go in for a little bit more, but I think I already know what I'm gonna rate this. Maybe if we get it when it's a little riper.
Yeah, man, it's too bad. I'd really wish that it was fully ripe so we could taste what deliciousness itself would taste like. All right, I'm ready for the rating.
All right, me too. 3, 2, 1, 2. I'm sorry, Cherimoya. Maybe if it was ripe, it would be better, but it's hard, not that sweet. It doesn't even have much of a taste at all, and the taste that it does have is not great.
Yeah, it's not great. It's very disappointing, actually. I was really hoping to have some delicious fruit there. So, oh well.
All right, well, next up we've got the dragon fruit. So a lot of you have probably heard of a dragon fruit, but maybe not have tried it, and I'm in the same boat. I have never eaten one, so today we're gonna give that a try.
Yeah, this is native to Central America. Look at that. It's got a really white inside with tons of little black seeds. And this mostly, I think, is just eaten by scooping it out. Wow.
It's a lot softer than the other one. I think maybe we got a ripe one.
I think we've got a ripe one this time.
It kind of, looking at the texture and the consistency, it kind of reminds me of kiwi.
Well, that's what is said about these, is that their taste is actually kind of a cross between a kiwi and a pear.
Ooh, that's interesting.
What does it smell like?
Not much.
Oh, yeah?
But not
right.
strong at all.
Let's see what it tastes like.
All right. Whoa. That's the best one so far. That's good, huh?
It definitely has the texture of a kiwi.
Definitely. And a nice flavor.
A nice flavor. It's still not as sweet as a kiwi to me.
But it's not bad at all. In fact, it's
pear?
good. I don't think I taste pear.
I don't taste pear.
It's a mix between kiwi and some other unknown fruit.
Some other unknown fruit.
But I'm going to finish this because I like it.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, my last bite was really sweet, actually. I'm happy now. I'm glad we got a good one.
We
finally.
got a ripe one. That is definitely right. It seems really perfect, actually.
The outside of it looks really nice. And the inside.
Ready
Are you
to
ready
do a
to
rating?
rate it?
Yep. 3, 2, 1,
7.
6.
Oh, 6. Okay. I rated the 7.
6
I think,
and a 7.
Could be better.
I guess I keep just comparing it to the stuff that I'm used to, like a nice apple or
I think
orange.
I prefer that over an apple.
Oh, really?
Maybe not an orange.
Apple's one of my favorite fruits,
Okay.
and definitely sweeter than this is. So, I would give an apple. If I were to rate an apple, like a good apple, I'd probably rate that an 8.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, this is around a 6 for me.
Our fourth exotic fruit today is the Rambutane.
That's kind of a weird name.
I always forget how to pronounce it. I've been saying Rambutane and all this stuff, but yes, it's the Rambutane, and it looks very interesting inside. It looks like some lip balm that you'd get.
There you go.
So this is the one I'm most looking forward to. It's pretty crazy. Look at what that looks like on the outside. Compared to the inside.
Another way that you can open this is just simply digging your fingernails into it and ripping it open like that.
Now this kind of just smells like a grape to me.
Well, that's the interesting thing. It says that it's got a kind of a sweet and a sour taste, and it tastes kind of like a grape.
I mean, this is so interesting. Like, look, I'm just amazed by this.
There's a fruit in Suriname. I lived there for almost 2 years, and it's called a lychee, and it's almost exactly the same as this,
Yeah.
although it said that this one's a little bit more sour.
Okay.
And those were delicious, and I'm looking forward to trying that.
And just the like what it looks like on the outside compared to what it is on the inside. All right, let's eat it. So there's a pit in the middle. Whoa, that's sweet.
That one's definitely the best one so far.
That's good. That's not sour at all. Actually, that's really not sour at all.
No, it's not.
And that's better than a grape, in my opinion. Wow, I am impressed by what it looks like on the outside and cutting it open to the big grape on the outside.
Look at that pit.
I meant the inside.
Got a nice little pit. You just eat everything right off of that pit, and then you're done. The texture of the Rambutane is interesting. It's kind of like a solid gelatin, which doesn't really make sense, but it's kind of like a gelatin, but harder than a gelatin. And it's just weird, just different.
Yeah.
It's exotic.
I think I bit the pit in half.
Well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't think you're supposed to eat the pit, so you might want to
Don't
spit
look,
that out.
I think I spit this out.
All right, let's rate that one.
All right, I am excited.
1, 2, 3, 8.
8.5. I think I was gonna go 8, but just with how it looks on the outside, I know I keep saying this, but it's just amazing. There's no other fruit like this, is there?
It's a really cool fruit.
It looks like that on the outside, and then you cut it open and it has the grape in the middle.
I mean,
That's
if you
just-
want a cool party treat, then buy
Yeah.
a bunch of these, because people are going to kind of be freaked out about them, but also intrigued.
Yeah.
And when they bite into them and eat them, it's just delicious.
Yep.
So it's a really fun fruit.
All right, combined score of 16.5 for that one. That's by far the highest one, I think.
Sure is.
For our second to last fruit, we've got the Pepino Melon. Now, this one might be the least, I guess, exotic out of all the other fruits because it's a melon. I mean, it looks like a melon on the inside. The interesting thing is that it's yellow and then purple on the outside.
Purple stripes are kind of
which
crazy.
is pretty cool.
So this one's said to have a really strong smell
Yeah, it doesn't smell great either.
to it. An aromatic smell and a lightly sweet flavor that tastes somewhat like cucumber as well, kind of similar.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do smell the cucumber.
Yeah, and the way you can tell if this one's ripe, the color is supposed to be pretty golden and dark yellow. This one's a little bit on the pale side, so it may not be fully ripe yet, but it should also be about the feel of a nectarine. So I guess let's just spoon some of that out.
Yeah. Oh, it's soft. Nice and soft in there. It seems really juicy, so maybe it is ripe.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm trying to get my spoonful. Is it good?
It's
Mine won't come out.
oh, you know what? It does taste a little bit flowery to me. The
As in
texture,
floral?
yeah, the texture is. I think it is ripe. It feels like a normal melon.
It feels like a fancy melon.
Mm-hmm.
Like a floral. You'd have this at like a fancy party.
A fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
It does say that this works well on salads.
I can't say that I love it, but again, it's not bad.
It tastes interesting, very interesting. I guess the strongest thing that I sense is kind of that floral.
Yeah, me too.
That floral smell.
But it also does have a little bit of sweetness to it.
It's very juicy.
I mean, if I do that, a bunch of juice pours out of it.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty not very strong flavor. It just doesn't
It's
have
not.
a very strong flavor.
Yeah.
Pretty mild.
But maybe if you like that, just a nice, mild, sort of sweet.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, it is.
And I think we got a ripe one.
Yeah,
Let's rate it.
that's really interesting.
Yeah, and I'm gonna rate this based on eating like a cantaloupe or
Okay.
a honeydew or something like that.
All right, or some watermelon.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1,
5.
6. Okay. I think it depends on what you're going for. I mean, if you really want something like super sweet, then maybe this isn't your thing. But if you do like something just more mild and it just has a nice refreshing taste to it, it's good.
It's very refreshing and very juicy. So those were two positives. And also the texture I thought was really good. Just not as sweet as I would like it.
Yeah. All right, well, for our final fruit, we've got passion fruit.
This originates in southern South America. And it has a very interesting look on the inside. Oh,
Ooh.
look at that. It's super gooey
That
and looks like fish eggs.
does not look good.
Why don't you try it and see?
Maybe it tastes good, though.
So this was another fruit that I ate while I was in Suriname, although I ate it in juice form.
Oh!
And it was the most delicious juice I ever drank. I love passion fruit juice.
That
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness, that smells good. That smells like candy.
That is a heavenly smell.
So what do you do?
Oh, man, I wish you could smell this through the camera because
Holy moly.
it is
So do you just eat the fish eggs out of it?
delicious. Yep. You just eat the fish eggs. They're not really fish eggs.
Ooh, a little sour, but I can get
Wow.
past that.
That
yeah.
is
Yeah.
very strong.
Holy moly.
And it's sweet and sour and tangy.
That is good.
Woo! Man, it just makes your mouth pucker. Oh, but it's so
But the
good.
taste is just great.
I mean, Sour
taste
Patch
is-
Kids have nothing on this.
I know.
That's delicious.
Going in for more. It kind of feels like a sun-dried plum on the outside.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
It has a weird texture.
The way that you can tell if it's ripe, you want a nice bright color, but you also want this wrinkled look. So if it's not wrinkled yet and it's all like perfectly smooth, then it's not ripe yet. So you want some wrinkles, but then again, you also don't want it to look like a prune where it's like wrinkled, tight little wrinkles all over the place. So this is perfectly ripe. Once you get a close-up look, you can kind of see the wrinkles on there.
And show them the inside too.
It's got 3 sides that have these little, I don't know what they're called, but the little attachments, and then 3 segments where there are no attachments.
Yeah.
Very interesting fruit.
Man, if you... Yeah, I can tell why you would love the juice so much. If you made this into juice, put a little bit of sugar in it so it's not as sour,
Yep,
that must taste extremely good.
it is.
And the smell is just amazing.
Yep. Well, finally we got a very ripe, and from what I know, from where it comes natively, it tastes just like that. So that's super exciting that we finally got a really good one. All right, well, let's give this fruit a rating, and then I've got some concluding thoughts that I'd like to share.
You have your rating ready?
I do.
All right, I'm ready as well. 3, 2, 1.
9.5.
Ooh, and a half. Almost perfect.
Almost perfect. Well, I mean, this, I guess a couple things. 1, it is super delicious. And 2, it brings back some really great memories. So all of that combined, I mean, and the thing is, I don't give anything a 10 really, so that's about as close as you can get to a 10.
Man, I do have to say, I'm giving the smell a 10 out of 10, but the taste a 9. Maybe if it wasn't, it's a little bit sour.
Yeah.
But I tried not to let that take away from the taste, but I just had to give it a 9. I think I'd prefer like a really good ripe peach over it, and I'd probably give that a 10. So yeah, this is a 9 for me.
All right, one last thought here is some of these didn't turn out ripe. Some of them were ripe and just didn't taste great. The thing is that unless you go to where they're grown, you never know for sure if you're gonna get a ripe one. And even if it is ripe and kind of soft like this, you don't know for sure if that's truly how it's supposed to taste. So buy stuff that's native to your area and when it's in season. And if you want to go out on a limb and grab something like this, sometimes you get a winner and it is super delicious. So it's definitely worth trying some exotic fruits.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we needed to count up our points, but we don't because this obviously won.
Yep.
It got 18.5.
18.5
out of 20.
Out of 20.
So this is the winner. The passion fruit is the best exotic fruit that we've tried, at least.
Super delicious. Go get one. I think these were $3 at Albertsons. Hopefully you can find one in a local store near you.
Thank you guys for watching this video. We really enjoyed making it, and we hope you enjoyed watching it. Also, we just hit 100 subscribers on our channel, so thank you so much. Our next goal is to get to 1,000, or maybe 200 is a little bit more achievable for now. So, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and like the video if you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.